Eons of Christmas, eons of giving and receiving gifts, eons of love, laughter, family, neighbours, and networks of support. Last time, we took a look at the government support for those living in poverty from 1834 until the present day. We learnt about the struggles faced by paupers, the reasons the system was designed that way, and the reforms of the 20th century. In 1843, Charles Dickens published A Christmas Carol. It's a story about social responsibility. The tale of Tiny Tim demonstrates how our actions can make or break somebody's livelihood. Here in Great Yarmouth in 2024, the story remains just as relevant as it did back then. The evolution of the welfare system in Great Yarmouth, from the days of the Poor Law to the modern implementation of universal credit, tells a story of persistent efforts to address poverty, yet one in which the issues remain troublingly similar. In the early 19th century, the Poor Law Amendment Act sought to reduce the costs of poor relief by imposing harsh conditions in workhouses, ensuring that seeking support was a last resort. Fast forward to the 21st century, and the welfare system has undergone significant transformations, with universal credit now as its flagship programme. The initial 5-week wait period for universal credit forces recipients to take advance payments, which then have to be repaid, leaving them with less than their full entitlement. Despite the passage of time and the evolution of policy, the welfare system still leaves many to navigate a landscape that seems fraught with obstacles rather than opportunities. Food banks were a rarity in the 20th century. Their use began to grow in the early 2000s and it continues to expand. It is this growing reliance on organisations separate from the government that highlights that this struggle is still faced by so many. Sadly, there is a stigma, and this often prevents people from seeking the help they need, leaving them to quietly endure hardship. Getting help from a food bank requires you to receive a referral from a local agency. In Great Yarmouth, you can contact the local council or a number of other referral agencies enrolled in the Crisis Referral Scheme. Food banks can be a lifeline. Organisations like the Salvation Army and the Trussell Trust are not only taking on social responsibility, but also building a legacy in the town of support and compassion for those in need. At St George's Theatre in Great Yarmouth, a production is in development, a modern adaptation of A Christmas Carol. This Christmas Carol is all about social responsibility in 21st century Great Yarmouth. It's an opportunity for you to support local food banks by making food donations upon arrival at the theatre. Perhaps whilst the welfare system has improved, it will be the coming together of individuals that will bring about real aid, support, compassion and care. Aeons of Christmas has been a 2-part micro-documentary about social responsibility in Great Yarmouth. I can only say so much in such a short amount of time, but the key idea is that by working alone or working together, we can build a brighter tomorrow for Great Yarmouth. Whether it's a small act of kindness or a larger community initiative, every act contributes to a greater collective legacy of care and of compassion. Myself and the research team have only scratched the surface, but the message is clear. Lasting change begins with us. The problems of the past and present remind me that progress is a journey, not a destination. So let's work together to build a brighter tomorrow for the area.